So last thing we want to talk about is just some of our general safety in the shop. And so one of those things that we work with are air hoses. We have 2 air hoses. There's one back over here in the shop. It's up on the wall. Okay, and then there's one right here. They roll out. So we have a clip and we roll them up so we keep them rolled up as we go. So air hoses are one of those toys in the shop that can be more dangerous than they look. Okay, and so when you have an air chuck on this, I have it on here. You know where air chucks went to. Oh, there's one. We got it. Alright, so if you have an air chuck, okay, this is what we use to blow things off with, and this is our nozzle where it goes, and to get it off, you pull this down, and then it will come out, and when you put it on, you pull it down, slide it into place, and then you can lock it in, okay, so you push that up to lock that in. To get it off, usually on this one in particular, you have to push these 2 together, so you can pull that down, that pulls down like that, and then it will come out, okay. And so that's how you get those on and off. And they have a little piece right here on the end of them that has a slit in it. So that if you put your finger over the end, the air will come out the sides. Okay? If you blow an air bubble inside of your bloodstream, it can hit your heart and kill you. Okay? So it can be a big deal. And so people sometimes want to take this off, and I've had students do this where they put their thumb over the end of this, and then they try to hold the air. Well, if you hold it strong enough, you can blow an air bubble under your skin and eventually it can get into your bloodstream and you can kill you. It won't kill you every time. It's not a chance I want to take myself, so, you know. So you're not allowed to do that. Don't do it, okay? So the biggest problem I have with these is people won't pay attention to where they're blowing stuff. So they're blowing off a table or they're blowing off their wood or whatever, and they just look at their wood and they blow it. And then there's somebody on the other side that you blast in the face with a bunch of wood. So they get a face full of dust or wood chips, and then of course they get mad, and then a fight starts, and fights in here are dangerous. Okay? So if you stay a fight in here, you're done, you're kicked out of my class forever. Permanent. The other thing is, I had an incident one time where I had a student, he was getting ready to blow off his piece of wood, he was working on a work table, and he didn't look at the other side. And so there was another student on the other side, and he blew a big cloud of dust into his face. And so the other student got mad. And he was going to punch him, but I was standing there, so he withheld. He grabbed the air hose out of the guy's hand, and he was cussing at him, because that's what you do when you're really mad. You cuss, right? You say, "Doggone it, we're a bad boy." And so then he grabbed that out of his hand, and he said, "How do you like it?" And he went to spray him in the face, right? And as he pointed to his face, of course, the guy dodged. He turned sideways and he blew it right in his eardrum. Okay? And he couldn't hear it for a week. Luckily, it didn't get close enough. He would have blown out his eardrum and never heard again out of that ear. It doesn't take a lot to do damage with an air hose. Don't play with them in the shop. We do not use them as a broom. Okay? So when we're cleaning in the shop, I don't want to see people blowing the dust on the ground. Although sometimes we'll go around the edges and blow the dust out of the edges into the middle of the floor so we can sweep it up better. Okay? Once we get working in the shop, the floor is never ever cleaned. This is the cleanest it will be all year. We make a lot of sawdust, and we don't make a lot of effort to get it up all the time. We sweep it up each day, whatever. It's going to be dusty in here. That's just the way it is. You're going to have dust on you. Too bad. Get over it. Okay? You can use this to blow the air off yourself and get the dust off at the end of class. It's just fine. But you need to watch, because a lot of times we get water in our lines, which is mixed with oil, and it stinks. It's gross and it stinks. So before you go shooting yourself, you want to spray it out away from you and watch to make sure it's not blowing oil and grease and water all over. Okay? If it is, you don't want to blow yourself off with that. Okay? We try to drain it regularly, but sometimes it doesn't happen, and then you got air in the lines, and then when you spray yourself off, you get gross oil all over you, and you'll stink all day long and you can't get it off. Okay, so be careful of that. Okay? These hoses, they're on this reel system. You can hear the clicks when they come out. The clicks are what block it. So you take it past the clicks, then it will reel back in. Okay? These are 50-foot hoses. Please don't stretch them out 50 feet and then let go of them and watch them come wheeling back. The end of the air hose will whack somebody or whack something. Walk it in slowly. If it starts to go real fast, it'll bounce, and then all of a sudden the air hose is wrapping up around out here. And even though I can get it off easily, I have to rewind it by hand so that the spring in it will keep working. Okay, so walk it in slowly so it will wind itself up on the reel the way it's supposed to be. Okay, so that's our air hose. Over here on this wall, we have an eye wash station. Okay, the eye wash station has never been used except one time. And so it has a cap on it that keeps the sawdust from being inside of it. And if you squeeze this handle, the pressure of the water inside will blow the cap off, and then you can rinse out your eyes. It's not to be used because you've got dust in your eyes. Okay? This is if you have a chemical or something serious in your eyes that needs to be washed out. Okay? There's no floor drain here. So when you do it, we have to mop this up. So don't come over here and play with this to see if you think it works. It does work. And I don't want to have to mop that up. Okay? But if you're working with some of the finishes and stuff like that, and it splashes up and gets in your eye, and we need to rinse your eye out, this is where we're going to take you. And you won't be able to see because you're got in your eye and you're doing this, right? So somebody will grab you, bring you over here, and they will hold this up, start spraying you in the face with it, and then you'll probably have to hold your eye open physically to get it to wash your eyes out. Okay? And usually you only get something in your eye if you're not wearing your glasses anyway, and you're an idiot. Just saying. It's like, okay? So, this is our eye wash station. My favorite is back over here in the shop. There's a red canister. This red canister has a fire blanket in it. So, I love this baby right here because I think this is the most useless thing I've ever seen, right? This is in case one of you automatically, spontaneously combusts. We're going to grab this blanket out and wrap you up and put you out. I don't know how anybody does that, right? Actually, I do. Okay, it happened in small engines several years ago. Kid was working on an engine, spilled gas on himself, and another kid, being a jerk, walked by and lit him up. He didn't think that he'd spilled that much gas on him, perhaps, or else he was just being mean and didn't like him. I don't know. But he ended up in Salt Lake in a burn center over there. Okay, so that had been the case, and somebody had thought about where this was. They might have wrapped him up with a blanket and put him out. It wouldn't have been fast enough, but whatever. That's what it's for. So if you get a chemical on you and somebody's an idiot and lights you up, or you spontaneously combust, because, I don't know, you're an X-Man or something, right? This is what we use. We get the fire blanket to do that. There's a fire extinguisher over here by the clamps, which you're not allowed to use. If there's a fire, we exit the building. But we have it, even though we can't use it. I don't know how that one works, but there you go. Just part of the safety you need to know. Okay? Generalized around the shop, this is our wood room where we get our wood. The tool room is in the very back over here, where we keep our hand tools and stuff like that. It's a really small shop, so it's important that we keep things cleaned and picked up and put away. There's a red bucket over here, and it won't probably stay there. It'll get moved into the wood room. This is where we put soiled rags. So if you're staining something, when you're done, the rag goes into that bucket, and those rags actually will spontaneously combust if they sit around long enough. Especially if you get a whole group of them together, they'll just saturate and then eventually they'll just explode into fire. But inside of that, they won't, because there's no oxygen in there. Okay, and so we keep all of our soiled rags in there. So that's kind of the generalized safety in the shop. One last tool we need to go over up here is the drill press. We don't use the drill press at the Reds now, but we do use it. So drill press safety is pretty basic. Don't stick your hand under the drill, right? That'll get you. So the worst problem that I've ever seen with the drill press, and I didn't see it, I only saw the aftermath of it, is if you get something caught in this sucker. So we don't use gloves in here on tools. That's just dangerous, okay? Because if the glove gets caught, it will get wrapped up. It's a problem. But loose clothing, long hair, so a couple of you have long hair, right? And your hair, if your hair gets in here, it'll wrap it up and pull out a chunk by the roots. So when I was doing my student teaching at a middle school, the middle school teacher had a bag of some girl's hair that got caught in the drill press. And it had a big root ball at the end, skin was all gross. And it dried up. But, you know, he kept it and showed it every year. Look what'll happen if you stick your hair in there. And it's a little hard to get your hair there, okay? You kind of have to get in pretty close for it to go. But there's a wind, it'll suck it up, and then pretty soon, flam. And before it pulls your hair out, it slams your face against here, and then your face locks in while the hair gets yanked out. So it's really painful. So if you have long hair, you want to tie that up when you're working around these kinds of pieces of equipment, okay? But loose clothing can be just as dangerous. So if you've got, you know, baggy sleeves or something, and you're holding your piece, this creates a little bit of a wind, and sometimes it can kind of suck it up a little. If you get too close and it catches it, it'll break your arm, okay? So that's the main safety on this, because it spins so fast, and it's really a powerful motor in this one. So this is a big drill press, and so if you get caught in that sucker, it's gonna hurt. Okay, so you just want to make sure that you're safe and you're clear. Okay? Any questions on the drill press? Now I'll switch this here. This controls the variable speed, and I've taken the handle off of it so you can't adjust that. If it needs to be adjusted, I'll do it, but everything we cut in here with our drill press is cut at this speed, so we don't have to really worry about that. Okay? These are the hand tools here. This is where we keep the hand sanders and a lot of other hand tools. Some of them are currently missing, which I'm excited about. I think I gotta find them or buy new ones. But when you're done with them, just put them back. That's all I ask. Okay? They're here all the time for us to use. So that's kind of where they go. Okay? I think that's the end of our safety.